Welcome to the 18-day ministry road trip. It has been an amazing time out here. So we've been on the road 14 of the 18 days. We're in our final leg of the trip. The last week we have spent in ministry with family and then in ministry again. Last weekend we got the privilege to be in Geneva, New York with Nelson Miller and his family and all of the great folks there at the church. We did a marriage workshop, which was very powerful. Lots of participation, lots of people diving deep in their marriage. Great outcome there. And then we got to minister on Sunday morning at the church. I will say this, my little wife is amazing. She gets in that prophetic vein. There was a line out the back of the church. She was ministering to people for a really long time. So we fell in love with all the amazing people in Geneva, New York. It was really special. You know, when you're with people that long for a couple of days, you start to really get deep in their lives, and you're helping them, and you're growing with them, and you're hearing their stories. And they're learning from you. You're learning from them. It's what we love doing. We love to get in the middle of people's lives and help them transform that pain, that disconnect, those heart wounds and things of that nature, and really go forward and build healthy marriages and families. So that was amazing. So we left Geneva, New York. We went to Dalton, Ohio, where my daughter, son-in-law, and grandson live, and we got to spend 3 beautiful days there with them. Just love time with them, because my grandson is at that age, 15 months. He's a barrel of fun, barrel of laughs, just all the good things that you get to have as a grandparent. And then from there, we went to a very special place for us. It's where we began 33 years ago last weekend, when we were celebrating our anniversary. So 33 years ago, as a married couple, we launched at a church in Tinley Park, Chicago. And although our experience there was very challenging because of the dysfunction of that church, we didn't stay very long, but it was where we started. And so it was full circle for us. Great to come back, great to get out and pray on the grounds. And the church has changed hands. There's been a lot of different things that have gone on there, but the good news is that, you know, when you go back and you let God speak to you in those places, that can be very powerful. And so the Lord spoke to us there in a very special way. And then we went from there. We celebrated our anniversary in a little town off of Lake Michigan in Wisconsin called Racine. Little port town, beautiful place. We had some cheese curds and seafood, and just spent the week or 2 days there, just thanking God for all that He's done, and all of the, you know, at this stage of our lives, it's all the beautiful things that God has given us to do. All of the wonderful family memories and times with our kids, and just the different things. We've had lots of time on the road, and so as we're traveling, we're talking, we're processing, we're thinking out loud, we're laughing, sometimes we're crying, we're praying. It's been amazing. And both of us, my daughter asked us this morning, because we popped in to see them again last night before we came down to DC, which is where we are tonight. We'll be at the Capitol tomorrow with a group of pastors. So she said, "Are you ready to go home?" And I said, "I miss home. I miss people, but I'm loving what I'm doing. I love that we've gotten to see all of these historic sites. I love that we've been with the body of Christ in different regions and different places. I love that we've gotten to pour into couples and people and ministry. And we had a conference, a ministry conference that we were part of, the Great Lakes Awakening with Pastor Justin. And I'm going to tell you something. This is a move of God. It is going to change a lot of people's lives. And so it's beautiful. We got to minister and pour in to people Saturday, spent Friday and Saturday, got up Sunday, left and came back to Dalton. And then, this morning we drove into DC. All of these experiences, all of these times have helped me to better understand our assignment. We're raising up leaders, equipping leaders so that we can go in and salvage, restore, and build up the church again. But we're also raising up the next generation of leaders. And so as we've been out here this whole time, it's just been wonderful to experience the people, experience the move of God in a fresh and powerful way, and to see ourselves differently from what we're normally, our normal environment and all the things that we're doing there. And so we feel like we're coming back, not tired. After the 18 days, we'll finish up here in DC, pick up my mom and head back to Georgia. We're not coming home tired. We're coming home energized. We're coming home full of light. We're coming home full of vision. We're coming home full of this validation that God's call on our life and God's assignment on our life has grown and multiplied in all of these different environments that we've been a part of. It's really powerful when you can see the hand of God on your life over the course of all the things that you've done. It's really powerful. We went all the way back to the beginning, 33 years ago, when we started as a couple. And we just started thinking about this church and this assignment and the different things that God has done. And now, full circle, he's brought it all back and he's given us these amazing tools and this understanding of the transformational process. We've matured, we've grown up, we've learned from each other, we've gone through a lot of really hard things, but we've lasted. And we've become better people, more like Jesus. And we're thankful for that. I'm thankful that my wife and I, not only do we love each other in a more mature way in this season of our life, we better understand the Lord and we better understand his assignment on our lives. And so as we look at the fall and what is coming with the crossing and the forge and discipleship and Kaneo, which is another realm of teaching and discipleship, the leadership conference in North Georgia, all of these things are coming together in this season. And we're expecting a great harvest. My son-in-law and his family are farmers, and they're all beginning the season of harvest now. And I believe that's where we are. That's where we are as a church, as a people. And that's where Darlena and we're in our harvest season. This is the season of the harvest. And I want to encourage you tonight. Maybe it's the season of harvest for you too. Right now, more than ever, we see in these conferences and churches and people and communities and different places. We've eaten, it feels like, in 100 different restaurants and different communities and places. And we're always meeting new people and talking. The hunger for the Lord, the hunger for the move of God, the hunger for what God is doing in this hour. It's about the harvest. And the harvest includes not only salvation of souls, but discipling and transforming and maturing and growing people up in the kingdom. This is our hour. This is our time. And so, as we bring our last week to a close, I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you to look for the harvest. Look for what God is doing right now. What is your assignment in this great harvest that we're bringing in? You have a call on your life. You have an assignment. If you are a follower of Christ, if you're a disciple of the Lord, then you have an assignment, and He wants you to know it, and He wants you to fulfill it. And so, let's go. Let's do this thing. Thank you. We'll see you in a couple days. I'm sure I'll do another post as we wrap this thing up. 18 days of ministry. Life-changing. We're on day 14. It's been really good. God bless you. Thank you for watching.